guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the look that I've been wearing on this face of mine for the past couple weeks. And during the summer, I definitely like to bring out the golds and the really like shimmery kind of eyeshadows and just like a really summer glowy tan kind of look. But this year I have introduced rose gold, and I've never really worn rose gold makeup at all, and so I have just been absolutely loving it. I think it's really flattering and summery, and so I thought that I would share it with you guys today as my summer makeup look. So with that, I'll go ahead and get started. I already did my foundation and my eyebrows. I filmed my everyday foundation and eyebrow routine in another video. I will link that down below. I use the MAC Pro Longwear foundation in NW20. That's my summer shade. My winter shade is NW15. And then I use the MAC Pro Longwear concealer in NW20 as well. And I really love this foundation and concealer all year round, but especially during summertime because it's called Pro Longwear for a reason, and it lasts all day long, and it even stands up to sweat and being out in the sun all day. And then for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Brow Duo in Ebony, and I just apply it with a eyeliner brush. So now that those things are done, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my eye makeup, and then I'll do the cheeks and the lips, obviously. Zoom in, come a little closer. So I'm gonna start out with this L'Oreal Paris eyeshadow, and it is in the color 892 Amber Rush. So I just dab my finger in it, and then I just start putting it on my lid, and I'm really focusing more on just my lid. I'm not going too far up onto the crease. I'm really just putting a little bit on my finger, and it just like melts right onto your skin. It's super pigmented, super shimmery. Hopefully the light is showing it. So now I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is the Sephora crease brush, I think, but the name has rubbed off. And I'm just gonna dab a little bit back into this Amber Rush eyeshadow. And I'm just going to kind of smoke that up onto the crease. So yeah, just kind of blend it up onto the crease until I'm pretty much happy with it. Then I'm gonna take this little dome brush. So I'm just gonna swirl this into the Amber Rush color. Dab it off a little bit. And then I'm just gonna bring this underneath the eye, and I'm gonna come almost to the tear duct area. I'm kind of stopping just shy of it. And then I'm going to just kind of smudge it down pretty far down because I'm gonna put another color on top of this, and I want this color to still peek through. I think putting a eyeshadow underneath your eyes is really what gives you that like sexy smoky effect. I really think it makes your eyes look a lot bigger. I am going to switch colors to the L'Oreal Paris, the same type of eyeshadow line as the Amber Rush one, but this one is called 888 Iced Latte, and it is just the most beautiful kind of pearly white gold everyday super shimmery eyeshadow. I'm just going to get the same dome brush and just dip it in this color, and then I'm just putting it right there on the inner corner, and then I like to bring it just a little bit onto the lid and then carry it down my lower lash line, and I kind of just take the excess on the brush and put it right underneath my eyebrow. I don't really want the tops of my brows to be super shimmery, and when I put on my concealer, I also put it on my eyelids just to get rid of any discoloration and just to make everything look nice and even. So now for the crease, I'm taking the MAC Cork color. This is a nice matte eyeshadow, and it's just a very like medium toned warm brown. If you have the Urban Decay Naked palette, the first one that they came out with, this is pretty close to the Buck color. So I'm just gonna take the same fluffy brush and just swirl that in here. And then I'm gonna put it right in the hollow of my eyelid and just start doing windshield wiper motions. And then the same with the other eye. So then once I'm happy with that, I'm going back to my little dome brush, and I'm swirling that in the MAC Cork color, and I'm bringing this on the lower lash line. And this one I'm keeping a little bit closer to my lash line versus bringing it down. And then for my eyeliner, I'm taking the MAC's Handwritten color, and this is just a very, very deep, rich, dark brown. I can't really show you because it broke. I'm using the same dome brush, and I'm just dipping that in there. It's very dark, so I definitely don't need a lot. And I'm just doing kind of a winged out, smudged out, rough kind of winged eyeliner, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of angling it a little bit up at the top and going in thicker, and then as I work my way down my lash line, I just kind of get thinner and thinner and thinner, and then I stop like halfway through my lash line. If I were doing something in the evening and I wanted to kind of glam up this look a little bit more, I'd probably just do a cat eye with a liquid eyeliner with it, and I think that that would be really pretty. But for the daytime, I think that the shimmery eyeshadow is enough kind of glam for the daytime, so I'm just using an eyeshadow. And then I'm pretty much just taking the excess and again bringing it right down to my lower lash line, and I'm not going very far with this at all. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express mascara, and I'm just going to put 2 quick coats of this on. So now that the eyes are all done, it's time for the most important part. I think that it really just ties the whole look in together, and it is using the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Concealer. And this is a very light concealer. I wouldn't use it by itself to cover up my dark circles, but it also just helps to bring light to the center of my face. Like I've said in some of my other makeup videos, you don't want to just kind of highlight and conceal your dark circle, because then you're just highlighting your dark circle. You really want to have that triangle effect. So I put it, as you can see, all right there, and then I just kind of dab it in with a clean finger, and I come all the way down to the side of my nose and then kind of onto the cheekbone and then under the eye and right into this tear duct area. And obviously I have eyeshadow on, so I'm careful to kind of remove any of the fallout that I've had with the eyeshadow that's kind of fallen down here, but I don't want to disturb the eyeshadow that I've strategically put underneath my eye. So I'm just a little bit kind of careful with it as I'm putting it on. I don't just like slap it on. It's one of those products that once I started using it, I just never went back. I basically am just putting it in the T-zone, so it's bringing light to the center of my face. So now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Pro Matte powder, and I have been loving this powder. It really helps to keep the oil at bay all day long, and it helps to set your makeup to last longer, which is especially important during the summertime. And I basically just dab it into my T-zone, pretty much everywhere that I just put the concealer. I don't really bring it to the outer part of the face because I feel like it can kind of just make your makeup look cakey. I just get oily right here in the T-zone, and so that's where I'm focusing the powder. So now that we've added highlight to the face, we want to come in and bring in those shadows with bronzer. So I'm using the Nars Laguna bronzer. I've been using this bronzer for a couple of years and I love it, especially during the summertime. I have a hard time finding bronzers that aren't too orange or too brown, and this one has just like the perfect tone for my pale skin. So I'm just swirling this in here, and I'm gonna kind of focus on the hollow of my cheek, and you wanna kind of unload your brush back here because that's where you have the deepest shadow, and so it'll look most natural if it's darker back there, and then you kind of take the excess down to your cheekbone if you were to suck in that area. And then once it's kind of like unloaded, I kind of just do big circles and just kind of blend it all in, getting rid of any harsh edges, because I like to just do like kind of the more natural sun-kissed look versus just like a harsh contouring. So just kind of do that line, and then once the brush is pretty much unloaded, I kind of just do big circles, bring it onto the cheek a little bit more, and then just blend, blend, blend. And then down to the jawline to kind of give myself a fake jawline. Then blend down the neck, that way you don't have a super tan face and a pale neck. And then I come onto the temple, and then I kind of fade up into the hairline. So now I'm using the Benefit Coralista blush. This is one of my favorite blushes, especially during the summertime. It's a very warm coral color, so I feel like it just blends perfectly in with your bronzer, and it just gives, again, that just natural kind of sun-kissed glow. It has a very, very fine shimmer to it. It's not a very glittery blush, but it has a little bit of a shimmer inside of it, which just helps gives you that extra glow. I just put the tip in, I didn't put it all over this brush. And so then I'm just gonna take the tip and I'm just going to smile, which I already am. And I'm just gonna lightly dab that right on the apple. And then once it's pretty much unloaded, I'm just gonna kind of like blend it into the bronzer. So now for lipstick, I am using this Dior lipstick called Tulle, and I have been wearing this pretty much for the past 2 weeks straight. It's a very pretty, warm, kind of tan, brown, nude color. And that is the finished summer glowy makeup look that I have been wearing and loving over the past couple of weeks. I hope that you guys had fun watching this video and that your summer is off to a wonderful start, and I will see you guys in my next video, which I think I'm going to post on Saturday, and that will be my summer essentials video that I'm super excited to film for you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys then, and thanks for watching. Bye.